Okay, wine tasting number 3, so don't worry about this one for the time being. 3 wine. You have 3 different wines. We would like you to identify them as closely as possible. You don't need to describe them. You will have 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And for you to know, we are not looking for a common point, even if there is one. Time!
Number 2 is Nebbiolo Grape Varietal, Piemonte, and I would say Langhe Nebbiolo Vintage 2010. Number 3, I would say, is a Malbec. From Argentina, Mendoza, maybe Valdeluco Vintage 2013. Number 1, I would say, could be a Malbec from France, Cahors, Vintage 2012. I think it's a warmer climate than this, so. Maybe a Petit Verdot from Argentina, Vintage 2012. Even though the color is a little light, but there's good coloring legs and a lot of tannins.
Provide a full organoleptic description and identification of this wine. You will have 3 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Time.
So the one is clear and bright. It has a deep, nearly opaque garnet color to the core, with relatively thin, yet a rim with a touch of orange, showing some aging. There is quite a few pieces of cloth floating in the glass, no sign of CO2, and the viscosity is high. The legs are forming some regular arches, and they are slightly coloring the glass. The nose is clean, healthy. It shows some development. There is a beautiful, intense presence of dark fruit with some blackberry, some red currant. There is also a touch of chestnut on the nose. After aeration, the wine shows a little more intensity and complexity. There is not quite a lot of dried flowers like potpourri on the nose. A little touch of sweet spices, such as some clove and some cinnamon, which for me are indicative of oak aging. And there is also a little touch of tobacco. The more you aerate it, the more it reveals itself, and it turns to be pretty much like a bouquet. The one is dry, it's full-bodied, it has a high level of really refreshing acidity. The middle palate is ample, fleshy, yet firm. Aromatically speaking, it's very similar to the nose, with an emphasis on the dried flowers, the potpourri, the dark fruit, the touch of sweet spices, which really show a very well-judged presence of oak. The level of tannins is high. The tannins are relatively fine-grained, however, they are very firm, slightly sandy in texture. They're really coating the tongue, the gums, and the teeth when you are finishing. The alcohol level is on the higher side, however, very well integrated, very supportive. The finish tapers off after this beautiful, ample flesh on the mid palate. It lasts for about 5-6 caudalis, so rather long finish, and it finishes on those beautiful touch of sweet spiciness, with especially the cinnamon, a little bit of clove, and the tobacco. I think this wine is a beautiful wine, it's high quality wine, it's very well made, however it's a wine which would need to be aerated if you were to drink it now to allow this full structure to open up, otherwise a wine that can definitely be aged for another 8 to 10 years. A wine that I would recommend to drink 16-17 degrees to minimize the alcohol impression a little bit, but really maximize the purity, the expression of the fruit, served in some large Cabernet shaped glasses to allow the structure to show off. I would serve this with some wild boar, a classic ragout of wild boar, and maybe some chestnuts and some mushrooms such as some pied de mouton or some ceps.
Time.